we finally found a day that we have all day here at home, no distractions. We've made it a priority today to get something more permanent built for these rabbits. And I left it up to Jayla since the rabbits are hers. She's about to turn 15 and I left it up to her as to what style she wants. Like, does she want more permanent hutches? Does she want a rabbit tractor that we can move around every day? Whoops. She wants kind of a hybrid. We're going to make little boxes for them that they can get in and out of, and they're going to be inside this fence, this 10 by 10 kennel, but we're going to section it off. Each rabbit's going to have their own space and their own box. We can still move them around, but that way they'll each have their own space, they'll each have their own shelter, and we can move them around to get fresh grass. So that's what we're going to be working on today. We're looking at all of our scraps of things that we can use. We're thinking about taking this apart and reusing it, but none of the pieces are really the same size. So we're thinking about that. Come back to it. Over here we have some fence panels, but I'm not sure how strong they'll be. We have some posts. We may be able to use some of those. We've also got a few pallets, and per pallet the wood would be the same length. So we're just trying to avoid cutting because I don't know where the circular saw is, or if I think he lost the key to it or something, and don't really want to have to cut things by hand. So trying to find some boards that are the same size, uniform in size. So this is what we have to choose from. Well, it's only about 74 degrees, I think is what it said. And the sun isn't really shining that much either, but it's just so humid out here. So we're taking a break, and we had to find some more supplies. We couldn't find the zip ties. I'm pretty sure we have some zip ties. But I found this wire that we had bought for our well. We had to do some work on the wiring, and this was all extra. So I'm just going to use some of that. It's really bendy, and I'm going to cut it in sections, and we'll just use that. We're trying to use what we have on hand, so I guess we need to get back to work. I've got a few wires cut to get us started. I think there's about 16 there, and I have plenty more wire to cut, so I think this will work really well. And Jayla is over here working on taking wood off of this pallet and doing a good job. Those are going to be the boxes, or at least 1 or 2 boxes. We'll see how far it goes.
Are you videoing?
Yep.
They did all this work and I did 2 nails and they video me.
But you're helping us, so I had to get you on there.
No. Where's that nail, Jayla? Come here, give it to me.
We've almost got it done. We just got to get this other side of the fence attached right here, and then we'll have it divided into 4 parts. This is Henry. We're not done with the cages yet, but we are to the point where we can go ahead and put them in there. And he's loving the fresh grass. And here's Charlie, checking out his new surroundings. Yeah, we're not done yet. We've got to put along the bottom here and along this fence on all of them. We have to put something under there, probably just some wire, so that they will not be able to dig out. Right, Charlie? I think if Charlie and maybe Henry, if they were to get out, we could catch them pretty easily. The female, I'm not sure. Jayla has named her Melanie. So we'll bring Melanie in a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and fix the bottom where she can't dig out before we put her in here. You like it, Charlie? Charlie. This is what we're going to use for the bottom of the rabbit cages, which from when I was reading, Googling a bunch of stuff last year, because we hadn't had rabbits before. I hadn't had them since I was a kid. I was reading that 1/2 by 1 inch hardware cloth works the best for the bottom. So I got this last year. It ended up, I think maybe I had another roll of it. I can't remember what I used for the, maybe I used 1/2 by 1/2 hardware cloth on the sides of the rabbit tractor that I made. And then I did something different with the bottom since we were moving it around on the grass and stuff. I used like a really big fence wire so that they couldn't dig out, but they would still be able to get grass. So anyway, I'm going to use this for the bottom of their cages, their little boxes. And that's it. Just wanted to show you this. So we bought it last year, but it's not being used. It's just laying around, so I'm making use of it now. Well, it is getting dark, and we, I guess, underestimated the amount of time this would take. We took a couple extra breaks today, and it ended up being nice and cool today. I guess we had a cold front come through or something. It ended up raining some, so that's part of the reason why we didn't get it all done. But they are in their new cages now, their new fenced-in area. They all have their own little area. Just gotta finish the little details tomorrow, but it's good for overnight. It'll be fine temporarily. They can't get out. We just gotta finish up a couple little quick things to make sure they won't get out overnight, and then they'll be fine overnight, and we'll come back out and finish tomorrow. We don't really have a whole lot left to do. We're just going to build their boxes pretty much. But they have a little temporary cover for tonight in case it rains again. So I guess we'll finish this up tomorrow morning. Okay, bye. So yeah, it's a little bright out here, but we've got our work cut out for us, and I think we can actually build the boxes in the shade, so that'll be nice. I just got to go find Jayla and get started. While I'm waiting on Jayla, I wanted to show you my sense of fashion. I have a long skirt and combat boots. I don't wear a skirt every day, but I like wearing skirts. They're just not always practical. But I do wear the combat boots all the time. And my hubby got me a nice pallet bench. It's just made of pallets, but it's very sturdy and very nice, and I love it. I have not had a place to sit at outside unless we just carry a chair around here and there. And so I've been kind of nagging him about getting me a bench for a while, and we found this last weekend at a big, like a barnyard sale thing where there's a bunch of different vendors. It was a lot of fun, and this was $35. I was actually, because there were a lot of them there, and the cheaper ones were used and falling apart, and then the nicer ones were like $150, $200 or more. So this was $35 and it's brand new. I mean, it was used pallets, but it was a new bench. Anyway, just wanted to show you all that. Well, we let Melanie out to make sure that, we're watching her, make sure she can't get out. So we want to observe her for a few minutes, and so we temporarily just threw that little sheet tent in there for some shade. And the boys are going crazy. Crazy. They're both thumping their back feet and trying to sniff her when she comes over here. And she'll come over to the corner and tease them a little bit, and then she'll run back in the shade. So she's probably old enough to breed. We don't know exactly how old she is, but we think she's around 3 months. We're going to wait another month or so. But look at them. They're just going crazy. Come on, girl. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Now, when these two were next to each other, because we were going to put Charlie over in this pen. And when they were next to each other, that was not a good deal. They tried to kill each other through the wire. So we quickly moved him over, and Melanie's in the middle now, and they're just going crazy. So I'm going to end this video here. All we have left to do is make their boxes. So I don't know if I'll make that another video or just show them to you when we're done or whatever. But anyway, so we've got the rabbit cage built up, and there's a little bit of wire under all the rows where they can't dig out. And Henry's already got a good hole underneath his shelter here. So they seem to really be enjoying it, and we're throwing in some fresh weeds for them as well as the grass that they've got, and we're going to move it around a couple times a week, maybe more. It's not the easiest thing to move, but it's doable. It's not too hard. So anyway, I guess that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, all that stuff, and y'all have a great day. Well, we're out here again the next morning. I think it's actually almost noon. And it rained a little last night and a little this morning. It's bright and sunny now, and it's getting hot pretty quick. So we need to get their boxes made. They look like they survived the night pretty well. That one's Charlie. And Henry. How you doing, Henry? You can see him on the side there. And then the female, which we kind of had a scare last night. I finally looked at her myself, and I thought maybe it was a male. Because I didn't have two of the opposite sex to compare. That's how I usually tell. So I went in and I Googled it. And I'm pretty sure she is a female. So anyway, she's still a little on the small side and can get through the chain link still. I don't know how, but she can get through there. So we're going to surround this with some chicken wire or hardware cloth, whatever we have on hand, before we let her out free in here. And then we just got to do that and make each of them a box that's a little bit up off the ground with some hay in it, but they can come and go as they please. And then we're all done with this project for now. So